Whew. So many cars. Get over. Look at that. Have you guys climbed it? And if you have, comment. And if you haven't, do it, because you end up here.
Hello everyone, we are back to the hill challenges. The weather has been a bit rubbish, but it is sunny today, very blowy, but that shouldn't affect the hill. As long as there's not frost and ice, I'm happy. For those of you that don't know, I'm doing 60 of the hardest, most interesting, most iconic, most memorable hills in the southeast of England. Today, I'm going to be hitting 3 hills in Surrey, and they're not where you think they are. They're not the obvious ones. They're a little bit further out, and they're 3 hills that are near each other, but they're not in the Surrey hills. They're in Surrey, but they're not in the Surrey hills. So that might give some of you a clue. And one of them I've featured before. Can't remember the episode, but I'll put it there. The 3 of these today are fairly hard hills. One of them, I think, is the hardest in Surrey. And you'll know that from that video. But honestly, it's a toughie. And when I've done it previously, I did it on the Trek. Today I'm doing it on the Boardman, so we'll see how I fare. I'm going to strap it to my chest. I've got the GoPro mount, and I won't edit me huffing and puffing. I'll probably do like a speed up the hills, because again, like I've explained before, it could be a little bit boring. But I will occasionally slow it down so you can hear me gasping for breath, struggling. It's all good for the mind, it's all good for the soul, and it's good for the body, right? Yeah? Do you agree? For existing viewers and subscribers, thank you as always. If you're new to the channel and you're enjoying what you're seeing, please like, comment and subscribe. I'm going to get the rest of my gear on and then I'm off. And it's a beautiful day, so we should be able to capture some wonderful, wonderful footage. Fingers crossed. See you en route.
First hill, White Lane. I think this has got a 6 out of 10 in Simon Warren's book. We'll see. Even getting here was a little bit tasty. It's hard to turn on, so if you're coming down, it's very steep. It's just quite an acute turn. And then if you're coming up, there's cars behind you, cars coming the other way. It's quite tricky. So let's see what this climb's like. See you in a bit. Look at that. Whew. So funny, the Wahoo has only just come up with climb. I've been climbing for ages. Whew. So Simon Warren gives that a 6 out of 10. It's fairly short. I'll put the stats down here because I can't remember off the top of my head. What would I give that out of 10? I reckon that's a 7. It was over quickly, but very, very steep. That's a hard climb. Luckily there weren't many cars. It's quite narrow, but there's enough room for cars coming. Now the next one is Chalk Pit, and you guys have seen me do that. I actually headed down there first today just to have a look. There's so much traffic, so many cars that I'm a bit reluctant. There is a nice little stop we can go to now, get a bite to eat, and then we're going to attempt the next hill. I'll see you at the coffee stop in a bit. Who doesn't love a millionaire shortbread? I'm going to tuck into this, get a little bit of energy for the next climb. On that White Lane climb, okay, I definitely looked down at the Wahoo at one point and thought, that's 23%. That's definitely hit 23%, and then it disappeared. And I was like, I must have been imagining that. Now I'm looking at the stats. Maximum gradient, 23%. Average gradient, 13%. And it's 0.5 kilometers, so it isn't a long stretch, but it is steep, and it's definitely not a 6. It's definitely not a 6. 7 out of 10, that's what I'm giving it. Have you guys ridden it? If so, comment. And I'm sure a few of you have ridden White Lane before. So yeah, let me know if that's correct, because if you've done it, I'd be interested to know how you guys got on. So that was Botley Farmhouse. If you're in the area, Warningham, go. It's lovely. On to the next one. Here we go. Yeah, so I'm foregoing one climb today, which is Chalk Pit Lane, and that's just because it's very windy. I'm on my winter bike and there's too many cars, and I've had a few close calls today and I'm just not feeling it. Do you ever get that? It's not my legs, it's not the energy, just sensing a bit of danger today. I've had a few close passes. I don't feel comfortable, and ordinarily I'm fine, but I'm just, my instincts are kicking in today. So I'm going to avoid Chalk Pit. The next one we're going to is a hill. I'm going to tell you now, because I might not get the chance to jump off, because I think I go straight into it from the main road. The next hill we get to is Hilltop Lane, I think it is, and it's quite a long one. Sort of crosses over where the M25 and M23 is, sort of goes under there and up, and I think it goes into Farthing Downs, so that's going to be cool. And I just wanted a bit of a pit stop to explain to you guys why I'm not doing Chalk Pit, because Chalk Pit is very difficult as well. Part of me, the ego and the pride, is thinking I'm not going to let them get the better of me, but I just don't want to play chicken, and I don't want a big line of cars behind me. It's just not good. Doesn't feel comfortable, does it? Right, sun's out, guns out. I'll see you on the next climb in a bit. we're at the start of Hilltop Lane, Warwick Wold Road. So that's where it starts in Simon Warren's book. Although Hilltop isn't, I don't think Hilltop's a bit further up. So I'm a bit confused. This is definitely the start. I'm going to get you attached now and we'll go up in a bit. Already a little bit of a climb here. Nothing too mad, but okay, there's a little bit of respite now. You can see that we're going over the M23. You can see where it goes up, so I'll try and enjoy this downhill whilst I can. And you can see at the top there how steep that is. Oh, that wasn't too bad. But there's more to come. I'm certain of that. Yeah, you can see top of the ridge there, top of the hill. That's where we're heading. This is where it looks like it begins. The real climbing. Here we go. Okay. This is quite steep now. Whew. No more gears left now. So here we go. So there's more, bit of respite, then a sharp incline. It goes left and right. Here we go. Feeling that. Whew. Look at that. Kind of steep. Whew. It's a nice little climb, Hilltop Lane, giving it a 6 out of 10. Definitely wasn't as hard as White Lane, and it's actually enjoyable. There's much more respite in it, and I don't think that even the steepest incline, you'll see when we put it there or there, wherever I put it, you'll see that the incline isn't as much and it's a bit more forgiving. It's actually an enjoyable climb, whereas White Lane is just grueling, I think. Have you guys climbed it? And if you have, comment, and if you haven't, do it, because you end up here. It's 5 mid downs. So it's a nice place to end up at the end of a climb like that. And the bonus is I'm quite near to home. It's the end of a lovely ride for me. So I'm going to head home. I'm going to get this camera back on there because the drivers today have been awful. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Woo!